Hey, friends, and welcome to another episode of Magnetic Minute of Hope, a weekly soul drop for you to help you calibrate to your energy and reconnect with your truth. Just a little quick snippet of something for you to chew on at the end of your week. And this one came in hot for me last week. It's something that I was forced to walk through in real time. Not that you're forced to do anything you don't want to do, but it was something that I felt deeply in my soul that was time to face and to really let integrate into my body. And the main piece of this revelation that I had is about control. And it's this tension between control and co-creation and what that means. And in two different spaces that I'm in with two different mentors, this showed up. So this is how I know this was coming to the surface for a reason. And what I recognized, being called out by two different mentors, was that there were aspects of me and how I was showing up in my business and how I was working in my business that was just me gripping and wanting everything to go my way and trying to control the outcome and trying to control people's perception of me or perception of what I was putting out. And the fear around specific things and what I was doing it was all about control, controlling the narrative, controlling the outcome, controlling the perception, controlling reactions, all of it was about control. And this was all, it brought up so many old emotions and patterns that I felt like I had healed. And the invitation for me and all of this coming up again was to surrender. And I've come face to face with this so many times. And usually when this comes up for me, where I just feel this pull of, it's like, okay, God's saying, just surrender, just let it go. It's always comes with frustration. This time was different. This time it was this mind-blowing revelation of understanding the power in surrendering and this push-pull of having that innate power within you to surrender to the universe, to God, but also the powerlessness of realizing that you're not in charge of the how or the timeline, how it plays out. And that it's not about being controlled by God. I know that this can be really triggering for people. It's not about being controlled by God. It's about choosing to partner with God, choosing to partner with the divine, choosing co-creation. And I think the understanding for me is that surrender isn't passive, but it's potent. I get to decide what I desire. I have the free will to get to decide what I desire. And then I let God reveal the path. I let God show me the how. And I think that's the power in the surrender. For me, the control felt like safety. Therefore, a lack of control meant I wasn't safe. If I couldn't control the outcome, if I couldn't control how this thing was going to go, how this was going to play out, how people were going to see this or read it or interpret it, whatever, if I couldn't control any of that, it wasn't safe. But the truth is, the fact that I desire it is all I need to know. The fact that I had the desire, that I had the inkling to create something was divinely put inside of me, was God breathed inside of me. So therefore, it's designed to come out into the world. But for me, my part is having the desire and taking the action. And then I get to let go and surrender and let God reveal the path. And so that's what I want to bring to you this week, is really being able to understand both sides of this paradox of this power in surrendering, but then this powerlessness of knowing that you're not in charge of the how or the timeline. And I think a lot of times we get into these patterns where it's all about control. And it's subtle. I don't know if we a lot of times recognize it. It might show up white knuckling or forcing things to happen, like obsessing over the timeline or micromanaging the outcome or feeling like you're behind or you're not doing enough. These have played out over and over and over and over in my business, in my life, and how I operate. this is what it looks like to not surrender. You can say, yes, I surrender. And, let God take the wheel. The universe is in control. But then you start doing these things and you haven't. If you're obsessing over the timeline and when the thing is going to happen, or you're micromanaging the outcome, or you're constantly feeling like you're not doing enough, then you haven't, right? These are the moments that are invitations for you to surrender and trust and let go of control. And so I will leave you with this, some things to contemplate that I brought up within myself. Recognizing that I don't need to hustle for what's already mine, right? I had the desire, it's already mine. I get to let it go, take the aligned action and let it show up. Recognizing that surrender isn't giving up, it's giving over. It's giving over control. And then recognizing that power doesn't come from control, it comes from alignment. That's the power. And so here's what I've been saying. I trust the way is already being made for me. I trust that I'll be guided as I go. I invite you to notice and recognize this weekend, where you're gripping right now. Where are you trying to force instead of flow? Where do I need to let God or the universe take the lead? And just know that you're not alone. You're not behind. You are always being guided. I want to leave you with that today. I'll see you next time.